What's up, guys? Nick and Matt here with Nightlife Kennel. Today's going to be a special episode. We're not actually coon hunting, but it is coon hunting related. We got a brand new piece of property adjacent to another piece of property we had last year. Just got permission on it like yesterday. I got the written permission. We've yet to be on it, so we know it can get kind of rough, and we know it's kind of close to some other properties we don't want to get on, so we want to go in there and scout it out first, see what it's all about. I've actually got a coon feeder and a cellular trail cam that I'm going to put out, that way I can tell if there's any coons on that side or not. Before we get too far in this, Matt, show them what's up. We'll flick it. Does that hurt?
No.
Dang.
Not really.
We won't go into detail about, don't want to embarrass Matt about what he did to break his hand, but what is broke on your hand?
Outside part of my hand down in my pinky.
And they call that a what?
Boxer's fracture.
So you guys can put 2 and 2 together on that. But
yeah.
It's nothing to brag about, trust me.
It's really not.
I want to show you what we're working with here and what we're taking up there. So if you check it out right here, guys, I've got the metal coon feeder. We use metal because we have a lot of bear. The bear won't tear it up. You can actually see where the bear got a hold of it before. Just got some little holes. Put a 50-pound bag of corn in there. Got a few apples we can throw out. Try to get the coons in. Matt's got his coon light. I got the Milwaukee chainsaw in case we get in there on some of these trails, take some trees down. Got the Cajun Rougarou light. Just got a couple of tools. Got my trail cam over there. And today, we're actually going to be riding up on the mountain in the Ranger. North Carolina made it legal for you to take Rangers on the highway now, so we got to get on a couple of paved roads to get there, and then we're going way up on the mountain, middle of nowhere. So it's going to be quite a haul. We just actually recently had a cold front come through, so it's pretty cold. We're bundled up. We're going to hit the road. Hang with us. If you don't mind, click that thumbs up. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to Nightlife Kennel. It really means a lot to us. You ready?
Oh, always.
Let's go. Alright, guys, well, you can see the Rangers right there. Got this little tree in our way. We're over here on our property right now. Riding back in here pretty good ways. It looks pretty nice. We've crossed 2 creeks that look like a place you're going to find some coon. Interesting, we didn't get it on camera. While we was up there on the main dirt road, we almost hit a bear. Didn't we, man?
Yes, we did.
He was a big one too. I'd say he's probably 300 pounds. But anyway, we come to this right here. Just want to let you guys know a little quick tip. If you guys do any Ranger running around or you're thinking about it, invest in a little electric saw. This right here is my Milwaukee. I mean, I'm a Milwaukee guy, but man, get you a Stihl, Makita, DeWalt, whatever. It don't really matter. It's just these things are quiet. Don't take no gas. And for stuff like we're getting ready to do right here, they're perfect. So.
And that's an 18-inch bar too, isn't it?
16.
16-inch.
16. So
even on an electric saw, you still can cut.
Yeah. So we're going to get this cut out of the way so we can get on down this trail. I do add a little attention to it. Alright, guys, come to really cool, like big old rock. I ain't gonna say it's a rock cliff because it's really not that steep. It's kind of a big old flat rock out here in the middle of the woods. Pretty neat looking. I've seen it on the top of a map I know I was looking at this property on Onyx. Pretty big, ain't it, man?
Yes, sir.
This don't really show it justice, but that right there, it does get pretty steep. Of course, you can't really tell on the camera. But yeah, that's pretty crazy.
It'd be cool to trip in, look at one of these trees and stand like right there.
Yeah.
Reach out and grab it.
Just reach there and get him. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Big old rock face back here. Pretty far into the property too. We hadn't hung our feeder yet, so I just seen a trail that headed toward this thing on Onyx and wanted to come down there and check it out. Like I said, guys, if you have not downloaded the Onyx app, do that. I think it's phenomenal. That's actually how I found out who the property owner was on this. You download Onyx, you get the latest for your state, and you can look on properties. It tells you who the property owner is, and it also tells you where their tax address is. And if it's a street that you can drive to, if it's not a P.O. box, you go knock on the door. That's what I did to get this one. And here we are. Pretty cool, ain't it?
It is. Really cool.
All right, well, we're going to go back up here, walk up this ridge to the side by side. We still got to put the feeder out. We found 2 creeks, and it's looking good. So we're going to go put that feeder out with the camera and get back with you. All right, guys, so we found a good spot. We got a creek down here, probably about 40 yards. And then there's about 50 yards beyond that's another creek. So we're on the uphill side of the creeks here. We got our feeder mounted to this oak tree. It's a dead oak. We use the metal feeder because where I live in Western North Carolina, bears are really bad. I'm actually using a really nice ratchet strap from Harbor Freight. More than likely a bear will find this. It's going to rip this thing off, roll my feeder around. These are cheap straps, so I'm not worried about it. I'm willing to sacrifice it. But Matt, if you turn around, we got the camera mounted right over there on the tree. That's one of those, I think it's called a Browning Scout cameras. I've used it quite a bit around my house, back during turkey season and everything. It works really well. We got bad cell reception right here, but it's still got better reception on it because of the antenna than a cell phone. So it's going to get out. It'll be sending me pictures. I'm going to put some corn in here. I got a really nice lid to go on this thing somewhere. Right here, metal lid with a metal band. We'll tighten that down so nothing will be able to get into it. And we're going to head back to the house. Well, there you have it. When we come down here to the new property, there's a couple miles worth of trails in here, ain't there?
Yeah, there is.
It was a pretty good long ways. We got some creeks right here behind us. They're probably a half a mile from the main road, which the main road's a big washed out dirt road, but creek's probably half a mile in here. Put a feeder in here, you guys seen that. So probably what we'll end up doing is we'll bring Hyde and Nix up here. We're just gonna cut from the main road, send them down through the woods this direction. Like I said, it's a half a mile in here before they get near the feeder. But we got that cell camera, trail cam, cellular, whatever you call that, linked up there, and it's going to be sending out signal. That's such a useful tool. I know I had it on the property that we got next door here last year, and I was able to see that the coons really didn't move to about 1 or 2 o'clock, and that was through the whole winter. So it's a really good tool. You can gain a lot of intel by doing this. Some people give you a little bit of slack for using feeders, but you know what, here in the mountains of Western North Carolina, we don't have cornfields or deer food plots or anything like that. So if you need to put a feeder on a piece of property to gauge your coons and to keep them on the property so you can hunt them, as long as you ain't hunting right on the feeder, there's nothing wrong with it, and we're going to continue doing it. So probably get back out here maybe tomorrow night and get on some coons hopefully, and maybe we'll even get some pictures tonight. So you ready to go to the house, buddy?
Oh yeah.
We got about an hour-long ride. It's bitter cold, so we'll see you guys at the house. Remember, hit like and subscribe. If you haven't already, tell your friends about us. We love you. We appreciate you. Y'all true one for us.